You notice it in small moments first. The delayed replies that somehow arrive right when you're finally starting to detach. The sudden affection after days of emotional distance. The late-night conversations that feel deeply intimate but lead nowhere. And the most confusing part? She never fully leaves. That's how the trap begins. Because a woman keeping you as a backup plan rarely disappears completely. She keeps the emotional door slightly open, just enough attention to maintain access to you. A random thinking about you message, a reaction to your story after weeks of silence, a sudden emotional conversation the moment she feels you pulling away emotionally. And every single time it happens, your hope resets. You think, maybe this time it's real. Maybe she finally realizes what we could be. Maybe she's just confused. But let me explain why this dynamic becomes psychologically destructive for so many men. Because this isn't random, it's psychology. You are not being consistently chosen, you are being emotionally preserved. There's a difference. A backup plan relationship is built on emotional availability without emotional commitment. She likes knowing you're there, likes knowing she still has access to your attention, your validation, your emotional energy. You become emotional insurance, someone she can return to whenever life feels uncertain, lonely, disappointing, or emotionally empty. And here's the dangerous part. She may genuinely like you. That's what confuses men, because backup plan dynamics are rarely completely fake. There's often real chemistry, real attraction, real emotional connection, but not enough intention to fully choose you consistently. That distinction changes everything, because many men assume if she keeps coming back, she must care. No. Sometimes people return simply because your presence makes them feel emotionally safe, not because they truly intend to build a future with you. That's the brutal truth. And once you understand that, you start seeing the pattern clearly. Notice how the relationship only intensifies under certain conditions. When she feels lonely, when another situation fails, when she needs reassurance, when she senses you emotionally detaching. That's when she suddenly becomes warmer, more attentive, more emotionally available, more affectionate, until she feels emotionally secure again. Then slowly, the distance returns, the inconsistency returns, the ambiguity returns, and you sit there trying to decode mixed signals that were never meant to provide clarity in the first place. Because clarity would require commitment, and commitment would require choice. But backup plan psychology depends on emotional uncertainty. That's what keeps you attached. Here's the truth most men avoid admitting. You became addicted to the possibility of being chosen, not the reality of how you were being treated. And psychologically, almost is one of the most addictive emotional experiences a person can go through. The almost relationship, the almost commitment, the almost future. Your mind becomes trapped trying to finish an emotional story that never fully begins. So you overanalyze everything. Her tone, her timing, her energy changes. You study small moments looking for hidden meaning. One affectionate conversation suddenly gives you hope again. One vulnerable confession erases weeks of inconsistency in your mind. And slowly, your emotional state becomes dependent on her temporary attention. That's not love, that's emotional conditioning, because intermittent validation creates psychological obsession. The human brain values unpredictable rewards more intensely than consistent ones. This is why gambling becomes addictive. And emotionally, backup plan dynamics work the same way. You never know when the affection is coming, so when it arrives, it feels emotionally powerful. Meanwhile, the relationship itself never actually progresses. That's the trap. You start investing more emotionally, trying to earn certainty, more patience, more understanding, more emotional availability. You convince yourself, if I just love harder, she'll finally choose me. But let me explain why that rarely works. Because people protect what they truly fear losing, and someone who sees you as essential rarely keeps you trapped in permanent emotional ambiguity. A woman who genuinely wants to build with you creates movement toward stability, not endless confusion. Now, does this mean every woman who keeps emotional options open is malicious? No. Some people fear loneliness more than they desire commitment. Some crave emotional validation because it temporarily fills internal emptiness. Some enjoy the security of knowing someone emotionally loyal will always remain available. And some unconsciously keep backups because modern dating has trained people to preserve endless options. But regardless of the reason, the damage becomes real when you abandon your own emotional clarity trying to maintain access to someone who refuses to fully choose you. Because eventually, you stop focusing on yourself. Your standards weaken, your confidence weakens, your emotional stability becomes controlled by her inconsistency. You check your phone constantly, replay conversations in your head, feel anxiety when she becomes distant, feel relief when she returns, and without realizing it, you begin organizing your emotional life around someone who never organized theirs around you. That's the realization that changes everything. Because emotionally disciplined men eventually understand something powerful. Attention is not commitment, access is not loyalty, and chemistry is not the same as intentional love. Here's the truth. Someone who truly values your presence does not keep you emotionally suspended while exploring other priorities freely. Healthy connection creates clarity, not constant emotional guessing games. And once you truly understand that, you stop romanticizing mixed signals. You stop confusing temporary affection with genuine investment. You stop chasing people who only value your presence when it's convenient for them emotionally. Most importantly, you stop measuring your worth by someone else's inability to choose you clearly. Because the right connection will never need to keep you emotionally starving just to keep you emotionally attached. The right connection won't treat you like emotional insurance. And the moment you stop accepting backup plan treatment, you stop fearing distance, you stop begging for certainty, and you finally realize anyone who truly wants you in their life will never risk losing you by keeping you as an option. If this video helped you see the pattern more clearly, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to Psychological Code. Every week, we break down the hidden psychology behind attraction, manipulation, emotional intelligence, and human behavior. Because the more you understand the code behind people's actions, the less control those actions have over you. Until next time, decode human nature.